there, I'm Lucille Greeff and I am one of the partners in Aephoria. Enneagram 4s are sensitive mavericks. Here the core motivation is I want to express myself authentically. I want to be unique and I want to show up as this unique individual. Now, if I want to be authentic, clearly that means that I need quite a strong relationship with my inner world, especially in the case of Enneagram 4s, with my feelings. And that's why we say Enneagram 4s live through their feelings, often take their identity from their feelings. If I want to be unique, then clearly that means that I am separating out from the norm, from the group, from the herd. And this is part of what we see with Enneagram 4s. They have a different way of showing up. Sometimes we call this the Enneagram 4 perceived weirdness index, which is quite high because I'm separating out from how others express themselves and live their lives. I'm different. I don't fit in. Might be something that Enneagram 4s celebrate through how they live their lives. Now, in the inner world of Enneagram 4s, there's often the sense that my feelings tell me whether I am being authentic to myself. And some Enneagram 4s distrust the happier spectrum of the feeling world. Is it more authentic to be sad and melancholy than it might be to be happy or frivolous or excited? Something to ponder. What Enneagram 4s also struggle with in their inner worlds is the sense that in some way there's something deficient or wrong with me, something that is missing in my life. So many Enneagram 4s have the sense that there is something missing in my life and that other people somehow have it. Now, what happens when I have this sense that I'm missing something that others have is the vice of Enneagram 4 emerges, which is envy. Other people seem to have it together, I seem to be broken. When it comes to leadership strengths, Enneagram 4s are incredibly purpose-driven. They lead from purpose, and when they find purpose through and meaning through the work that they do, they go the extra mile. They invest themselves and their lifeblood in that work, and this can lead to them really accomplishing great things. Enneagram 4s also have a way of bringing their own personalized touches to the work that they do. Whether it's an everyday project or whether it's starting an organization, they bring flair, creativity, uniqueness that can really support the brand or the outcome of that. Enneagram 4 leaders are also not scared to talk about what's not working. In fact, that's the conversation they have on their inside with themselves most of the time. So when elephants in the room need to be named, the Enneagram 4s are often willing to do so. They bring innovation, creativity, and flair. When we look at the development opportunities for our Enneagram 4 leaders, a lot of it rests on this idea of in the group, out the group. If I won't belong to any club that will have me, and I'm trying to lead a team, that might mean that I marginalize myself inside the collectives that I need to lead by separating out, by emphasizing how I might be misunderstood or don't completely fit in. You need to lean back in and realize that the belonging you long for is there, and that the story that somehow you're outside of this group is just a story. The more you show up in the team, the more you will experience that kind of belonging. Enneagram 4s might also struggle with making drama or making things more intense and more emotional than they need to be. It's almost as though there's an emotional hijack that happens inside the leadership of Enneagram 4s when they get activated or feel that something is wrong. It's okay to calm down and even maybe wait to have the conversation that feels like it's the beginning and the end all of everything right now. You don't have to chase people with your pain. I've also worked with many Enneagram 4 leaders who really struggle to fully bring their gifts into the world. It's almost as though I'm waiting to be discovered by someone who will heroically bring my gifts and showcase my gifts to the world. Enneagram 4, stop waiting. You are the person that needs to show up. There's nothing wrong with you, and there's no one coming to heroically bring your gifts into the world either. You have to do that for yourself. You have to believe enough in yourself to be your own hero. The journey of the Enneagram 4 is the journey from envy and suffering and really taking too much identity from the pain and the melancholy aspects of myself into equanimity. And that's the virtue of the Enneagram 4. Having traveled the depths of despair, I'm able to show up to life in a way that flows easily rather than spiking into extremes of emotion. And equanimity is a kind of open-hearted space where I'm not at the mercy of my feelings. Part of the Enneagram 4 journey is about realizing that as much as we are all unique, we are all in some ways similar too. Making peace with the way in which I belong to the human race and how I'm like everyone else can also mean that I don't have to work so hard at being weird and separating myself out.